Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, passing may be at a premium, at least for one side. The Broncos are top 10 at defending the pass, and they'll be going up against the Chiefs, who will need to solve that secondary.
Okay, Larry, we are located a couple miles west of the Colorado State Capitol building here in downtown Denver. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. Strap in. This will be a good one. Two one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. This is taken near the 13. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Throwing is Wentz. He hits Baldwin right side. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now a play fake here on first down. And Hill with it over the middle. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And Denver getting set to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. Don't want to get behind this.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Ty Montgomery, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Todd Davis. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Now Wentz. He's going to go for a big play down. He's got it at the 15. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. So they're operating in the red zone. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Ty Montgomery with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Mahomes to throw on second down. Wilson snags it left side. And he goes out right around the 39. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll run again with Hunt. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
That's going to go as a loss. Forward, it'll be second down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Taco Charlton in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt, and this one is right down Broadway. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And coming out now, the Broncos. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Now a play fake. Wentz. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So the defense gets the pick. The offense, Charles, they go backwards, but they do get 3 points.
Very happy to get to 3, but you know who's happier? The defensive team on the other side. They shut them down after the turnover.
That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. If they want to try that again, go play action and hit them over the top.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. On first down, Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. They run again with Hunt. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
And I can see why they're ranked 4th in the NFL against the run. I mean, they are tough to move the ball against. I mean, they have a little bit of everything, right? Run stoppers inside, guys who can make plays outside.
We've seen them shut down running games already this year. They're at it again. On play action, it's Mahomes. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. DeMarcus Walker, he's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
1st down. Here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 1st down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. Montgomery hit, and the ball is loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. Back to Denver right after this. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now he'll escape to his left. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hicks. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 30 yards there.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They come out here in the I. They'll try and run it in with Janovich, the fullback. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. Well, they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And McManus able to put it through. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they take it all the way to the 1-yard line, but in the end, they opt for 3.
I know if this was a video game, they never would have gone for the field goal because, Brandon, who kicks field goals in video games? But you've got to make sure you get points, and that was as easy a 3 as you can get.
You kick field goals in video games. That's who kicks field goals in video games. And now here comes Kansas City. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Throwing now is Mahomes. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. It's Thompson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. DeMarcus Walker in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
Here we go now. Green, 39. No. Check. Patriot. Let's go.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Well, it floated on him, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on to Orlando, we hook back up with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one go.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Throwing on first is Wentz. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Second down here after the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Wentz. Over the middle, complete. It's Hicks. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball, how much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Now Wentz. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way, lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
7 yards on the carry, make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Tono Passigno able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And McManus able to put it through. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So it's only 3 points on this opening drive of the 3rd quarter. And even though that stretches out the lead, Charles, I think you'd have to consider this a win for the defense, no?
Couldn't agree more, Brandon. That offense got themselves in prime position, really opened up this ball game, but the drive stalled out. And yeah, 3 points is very easy to get back in today's NFL.
And out come the Chiefs now. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Let's go. Green.
They'll run it here with Hunt. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 23. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Wentz now on first down. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his first career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a third-day selection. Anyone after the 4th round, that's big-time scouting right there. And what a great play he just made.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So that's 3 field goals for him now, but heck, he's not even halfway to his career best of 7.
Seems like the 7 field goal games are the kind of games I always get assigned to in my other job. Let's hope for this offense's sake they can start cashing in on a few of these drives.
And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 32-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. Baldwin with it over the middle. Denver has a 1st down on the 15-yard play.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. On play action, Wentz. Flush to his right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hicks. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The Broncos on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Working from the gun, Wentz. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
This will be taken about the 12. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. With that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Second down following the run. Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. Caught by Wilson. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Here's Hunt. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Throwing is Mahomes on third. And Hill with it over the middle. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. DeMarcus Walker bringing the pressure again, and that is his third sack here tonight. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. They'll run it now out of the gun. 20! And they will finally get him down, and now penalty flags coming in as well. And they might get half the distance here to boot. Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. They come out with one back and three tight ends. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play of this football game. Here is Montgomery on 3rd and goal. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And McManus able to put it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So a big one there as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the 4th quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down at about the 15. And now here comes Kansas City. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Mahomes going to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Mahomes to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Sean Robinson. Breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead. Barely, but it's a 2-score lead, so that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of wild double reverse or anything like that. But you do know that if anything does...
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Ty Montgomery, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Now McManus for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
Mahomes now to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Thompson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way. Brandon, this is why play callers get the big bucks. This wasn't a 4th and inches call. You get into situations like 4th and 3, 4th and 4. You've got a tough decision to make. Very gutsy play here, and they pick up the 1st down.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Let's go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Philly, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. He's going to let it fly. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. John Johnson with the INT. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. And they set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Fights off the defender, and he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Denver, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And next week they get to stay home again as the Los Angeles Chargers come to town. Meanwhile for the Chiefs, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.